What is happening, Doggies fans? I am currently live from Vegas. There's not that many people on just yet. I just thought I'd come down, come down, and just be a little bit live. It's been a long time since we've been live. Actually, it's been since I think pretty much last October since we went live. Um, just sort of was um, jumping on getting some of the content together that I recorded at the Bulldogs team event. Um, and man, I just wanted to come on and say I love you guys, and what an event it was with the club. Like there was so many players there, there was so many people there, um, and it was insane. It was absolutely insane. Like the players, every one of them was just so cool. Like Kicks, Critter, um, Preston, bro. Preston is such a gentleman. Jacob Preston, and bro, he's so big. He's such a buff boy. You could tell they've been working out for a long time. Um, and yeah, the team just looks so well put together. Um, James Graham was there. It was a lot of fun, man. I can't even honestly, I can't even explain right now that that event was fantastic. So many stories I can start talking about. Gus Gould was there, obviously. I had a bit of a chat to Gus about the team, and um, yeah, man, what an absolute what a great event. But how is everybody? It's been a while since I've been on. Um, uh, 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 I've been on live, to be honest, and I really missed it going live and just talking to you guys. Um, the team's really confident about winning. Hey, Dave, hey, Davran, hello. Usually always in Sydney boys as well. So just being here in Vegas, bro, Vegas is insane. Vegas is just next level. To be honest, I don't think I'd ever be in Vegas if it wasn't for the dogs being here. But Vegas is so cool. Like it's just such a different vibe to anything that we're used to. The people, like honestly, it's ghadab. Like it's so haram. Like if it, honestly, again, if it wasn't for me, coming to see the dogs, I wouldn't be here. But man, it's the team is just um, so well connected. You can see everyone. Hey, James, how you doing? Um, it's good to see you on here, mate. It's been a long time since we've had these chats live, and honestly, I came down here because yeah, I wanted to grab just a drink, just something to wash my mouth down. But I thought, you know what, I'm here. There are lights. Everyone's here. I'll just jump on and speak to everyone. There's 31 people. How is everybody? How's the hype building up in Australia for Vegas? Because it's so hyped here. Like everywhere you go, the Americans know about it. They call it rugby. I try and correct them, tell them it's not rugby. It's NRL. But it's great. The boys reckon that they're going to be thrashing the Dragons, and I reckon it is. I reckon it's going to absolutely pump. It's going to be such a good game. Um, yo, it's Crystal. Hey, Unlocking Author, 26BJD. Welcome, everyone. I asked some of the boys for score predictions. They didn't want to commit to any score predictions, but they were very adamant that it's going to be a big win by the boys. And I saw the Dragons boys as well. They're pretty amped up as well. Um, but actually, something funny happened when I was when I was leaving the NRL media launch. So they did it at this thing called Zooks, like a club or something like that. And so they had all the six captains on stage, and we took photos with them and stuff like that. And then we went outside to go to the Bulldogs team member event, and I saw Critter taking photos like on the sidewalk, just like completely randomly with some photographer and a dude from Code Sport. And So I had my camera with me and I had my phone and stuff, but I had a professional, like a proper camera with me. So I took it out and it was a perfect opportunity to take really good photos of Critter. And then the Code Sport guy turns around and gives me a dirty. He's like, mate, you're going to have to put your camera away. I was like, why would I have to put my camera away? He's like, oh, this is a Code Sport thing. And I was like, so what if it's a Code Sport thing? Um, you know, um, I'm taking photos of the captain of my team. Anyway, turns out that Code Sport actually pays for this time exclusively to take exclusive shots. And I was just like, oh, right, this guy, I've got to, I've got to respect it. But I just kept taking more and more photos, and the Code Sport guy absolutely lost his shit. Like, this guy was losing his shit at me. He kept telling me, mate, that's enough. Mate, that's enough. And I was like, yeah, no worries. And I turned around and take more photos. It was such a perfect opportunity. It just so happened that I was there walking to the Bulldogs event, and Critter was there. Darcy McDonald was there as well. She's coordinating everything. The media manager, I think she is. She was great, and she wasn't giving them much time. They were sort of hurrying along, but it was a funny experience, and it was good to see that I was having a bit of fun. Um, so a lot of people in here joke 2 to 10. I was over the moon about getting tickets for Doggies' camper today. Here you are in Vegas. I'm sorry, bro. And then there's Giola Kula. Who are you? My name's Elmo. Been running the Kennel podcast for a very long time. Part of the Kennel forums. That's who I am. And can you say the word whoever? Sorry, I'm not sure what that word is, unfortunately. We might not be able to say that word. However, yeah, Davron's asking, how is Vegas outside footy? Um, Honestly, it smells like piss and weed. Reminds me a lot of New York, um, but it's not really my vibe. Like, all it is just gambling, alcohol, and people being insanely like effed up. It's really not a big thing for me. Like, as I was saying before, honestly, I wouldn't be here at all if the doggies weren't playing. I'm glad I came. Don't get me wrong. I'm super glad I'm here. Like, the event with the team, meeting people from the club, meeting all the fans. Like, people would just come up to recognize. They're like, "Oh, we see your content. We love your content." Some of the players recognize me. Like, it's just like it was so affirming. Um, it's just a great, like, honestly, for every diehard fan that's not here, I feel sorry for you guys, because it's worth the trip. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my reel before. Go check it out on Instagram. I actually had to travel 29 hours to get to Vegas. Now, being silly me, I had to change my flights because of a mistake that I made. Um, Booking, right? So I had to book a couple of days, change my flight, and I had to do it. The only flight available for me to get here on time was 29 hours. And I'll tell you what, I'll do it again if I had to, because that's how good today was. And there's still like 3 or 4 more days of this. It's absolutely insane. Um, I'm not Irish, but I'm honored that you thought I was. I love the Irish people. I think the Irish are some of the best people in the world. Um, I salute any Irishmen in here, or Irish women in here. I salute you. I love the Irish. Um, SHF77Y asks, do you find the American people understand what the NRL is? From what I've come um, from what I've come to understand, is they think, or they know it as being NFL without helmets and pads and protection. It's a proper man's sport, as one Uber driver described it to me. It's like, oh yeah, I've heard about the rugby. I was like, brother, it's rugby league, it's NRL. It's like, oh, okay, cool. He goes, that's the one that you it's like American football, but with no pads and helmets. I was like, yeah, that's the one. And then I thought him, and also, we don't stop every 2 seconds. So it's, pedal to the metal for 80 minutes, and just started laughing. So they're sort of getting it, but everyone in Vegas knows. As I say that, another Doggies fan wearing the the Vegas warm up tee walked past me. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can turn this camera around properly. Yeah, there he is. If you guys can see him. Anyway, um, yeah. So um, it's a mad experience. Liam, he doesn't sound Irish. He sounds Lebo. I am absolutely the biggest Lebo. Sometimes people think I'm like South African or something like that. They mistake it for South African, but I'm a. It's not even that I sound Lebo. I'm so clearly from Western Sydney. Um, you know, James Teasdale saying, I want that hat. Do you like the hat? We actually printed some that we wanted to sell, but they came in a little bit late, just before I left for Vegas, like a couple of days before I left to Vegas, and they were actually pretty expensive to make. If you can see, it says Viva Las Bulldogs. It's got the kennel. And then on the back, it says, if I could just get it, it says, from Belmore to the Boulevard. From Belmore to the Boulevard. We yeah, we made a few of them, like very limited numbers. We didn't want to print too many. Just there's more of a like the kennel goes global type of thing. So if you guys want some, we can sell. I think I've only got 15 available for sale. So if you are keen, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or wherever. And I'm happy to send some over. Cost price, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to make money on them. I love it. It was something that we designed. I wanted to get it embroidered, but apparently, like they couldn't get these colors done, and I wanted it to match the the Vegas warm up tee. So when I had the warm up tee on with that, it actually looked really good. So if you guys are keen, let me know, and I'll hook you guys up. But yeah, look, it's been such an experience so far, man. Like, I saw a lot of the Dragons boys as well. Saw Clint Gutherson and a few of the others. They were pretty cool. So I saw Kalen Ponga and I was having a chat to him, and then I sort of leaned in and I said, "Hey, bro, are you coming to the Bulldogs?" And he just laughed it off, and he's like, "Bro, that's crazy." I go, "Come on, I go, come to the Dogs." And he just sort of shook his head. He had a bit of a laugh. Um, However, he didn't say no. I think he did say no, but it wasn't a clear no. So who knows? But I also saw Scott Drinkwater, and I said to him, "Bro, come to the Dogs. What are you doing up in North Queensland?" And he just laughed. He cracked up. He was like, "No, we like it. We like it. You like North Queensland." So you never know, man. I'm sure the club's plotting and scheming in the background to bring them over. But so Joke22 says, free tickets help. No free tickets here, bro. Everything was paid for. I mean, we do have our sponsor, Equity Assets Finance. They have been fantastic sponsoring us for this trip. But honestly, I would have come either way. But it always helps when you have a sponsor. What's the go with the purple and pink doggies? Not a fan. That's a Panthers thing. I think it was more about being a little bit like, not flamboyant, but being a little bit boisterous for Vegas. Because when you come here, you realize everything is just extra. Everything is just so insanely extra. And I think the doggies just wanted to make something that was a little bit extra for Vegas. And honestly, I love it. I wish they would stick to that theme a little bit more. Like, can you imagine a jersey in those colors? Honestly, it would be so cool. I would literally bend over backwards for it. It's really, really nice. I love the colors, and I love that aesthetic, that really sort of gradient aesthetic. It's really in at the moment. But yeah, guys, if you are in here, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of up the doggies. Do you hear that, guys? Just the doggies fan telling me to up the doggies. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. We have so much content coming out over the next week, just in Vegas. Like, I'm going to be bringing as much content as I can. Like, even from today, I've barely put out the content. I've barely put out any content that I recorded. I've just got so much content to do. I just got home at like 11. It's currently 12:42 a.m. here. So I'm definitely going to be putting out a lot more content tomorrow and the next couple of days. And also tomorrow, the Fan Fest is happening. I will be going live from the Fan Fest. So I'm going to set up a tripod and I'll be going live from the Fan Fest, just to give you guys an atmosphere of what it will be like on Fremont Street with the red carpet and all the players looking at up the doggies, up the dogs. Mate, they're gonna pump the Dragons. I'm telling you, there's just doggies fans everywhere. It's pretty insane. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Timothy, how you doing, brother? I'm loving it, man. You would have loved it here, bro. Honestly, you would have loved it here, Timothy. It's a rugby league tragics like dream. It's an absolute dream. I saw Peter Belandis, and I just said to him, I just looked at him and I said, "Bring back the Biff," and he just laughed. But I think he can bring back the Biff. Tim, no, Dibbo, unfortunately, is not with me today. I would have loved to bring Dibbo with me, but unfortunately, yeah, he couldn't come. I wanted him to come. I wanted him. If you guys see our new host, Zatar, I wanted him to come. But honestly, like I'm very blessed that work is flexible with me. Whereas it's hard sometimes to get off work. It's really difficult. So they unfortunately couldn't make it. I'm here alone, which is probably why I'm live. To be honest, I went up to the hotel after I had some dinner, and I came back down, and I was like, you know what? I miss everyone. I miss going live. Honestly, I love this so much. Like this year, we're going to be doing a lot of content that's not live. So we're going to be doing reviews on Mondays, previews on the Wednesday, and then probably Wednesday night we'll be going live, and then we're going to do a lot more featured content. So if you guys saw my Vegas video about what's going on around Vegas, we're going to be doing heaps of content like that. We've got so much planned. Like we want to take the podcast this year to another level. So stick with us. As I said, if you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up on the video. It really helps. I really, I love everybody here, man. I love chatting with you guys. I love the bands. And you know what? Like, there's been a lot of obviously opposition fans, a lot of Knights fans, a lot of Cowboys fans, which was very interesting to see. Not as many Dragons fans though. That was what I found very very weird. I thought there'd be more Dragons fans, but there isn't. Sorry, Chippy, to disappoint, but there aren't many Dragons fans here, unless they didn't want to come to that launch event. But there was heaps of Doggies fans, heaps of Cowboys fans, heaps of Knights fans as well. So that's amazing. James Tida asks, how are the Americans going to go when the Dogs party? Honestly, bro, I hope someone's brought some drums. Maybe I should have brought the drums, because they're going to love it if we go crazy. And it'll be the perfect thing. It'll be the perfect party, on Fremont Street, if the Bulldogs are to win, and then to go onto Fremont Street and just, bang those drums. James Linda says, loves the new studio, looks good. Zatar is great, just need Dibbo in a Dogs jersey. Dibbo's a diehard, man. Dibbo's never going to go for the doggy, unfortunately. He's trying to indoctrinate my daughter to go for the Dragons, but my daughter knows. Even though she's 6, I'll make her start paying rent if she goes for any team other than the Bulldogs. Timothy, yeah, how good the Doggies might be off to the Middle East for a season opener. Let me tell you, if the Dogs are in the Middle East for the season opener, I'm going to be there. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it 1 year in advance. If the Dogs go to the season opener in the Middle East, I'm going to be there. I'm an Arab, and to be able to go to the Middle East and watch my Doggies, like you can't understand how much of like an absolute perfect combination that is for me. I will be there if that happens. Boxy and Booger 31. Have you ever had a chainsaw fart that scratches your ass as it comes out? I'll do you one better. Have you ever had a fart that was so putrid you made a friend who he himself has putrid farts throw up? Answer that one, Box and Booger. Answer that one. Timothy Gray, Sam Thaiday has been converted to a Doggies fan for the weekend. Man, Sammy Thaiday is an interesting character. I took a photo with him, I had a bit of a chat to him at the media launch. He's good fun. He's good fun. James Teasdale, we wouldn't have Dibbo any other way. I agree, man. Dibbo, I love him. Love his rants, love his chats. We definitely would not have him any other way. Boxing Booger 31. He's my. I don't know who you are, but that's pretty funny. Oh god, guys, please, if you're here, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. Something I want to talk to you guys about, and something I think as Bulldogs fans we should start doing, is we need to start taking notes of the English fans. I put up a video about bonkers, how absolutely bonkers the English fans are. Like they were there at the media launch and they were absolutely chaotic. The way they support their team was insane. Like we've got to figure out how we can bring that to the doggies because I think we have the fans. It's just about getting organized because they were insane. Like they were, bro, like they were remarkable. I was like, you know what? I want to support Hull KR. I want to support Leeds Rhinos just because their fans are so bloody insane. They were wicked. Like they would not stop chanting for 20 minutes. They were so awesome. Check out the video, just how loud and how raucous they were. It was just so much fun just being there to hear them chant. Now, yeah, do you guys have any questions about Vegas? Any questions about the team? I got some shout outs from some really, really cool players strictly for the kennel. I think you guys are going to love these shout outs. I'm going to share them tomorrow when I wake up because I'm absolutely munted today. It's been a long day. Um, it was, yeah, just really tired. 226 BJD, have you run into Bar yet? So good he's there. Yeah, I ran into Bar at the members event, actually. He was there. He was looking a bit tipsy. I think he had one too many. But he was there, you know, kicking it with the fans. He's great. His presence was awesome. You know, he's a good laugh as well. Jana, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on the video. I'm not sure I understand your question. Who life is this? Freelance Converse 4413. The UK supporters, they love their chants and singing during games. Bro, they brought it to the media launch, and it was so crazy. Like, if honestly, the Doggies fans, like when you've got 60,000 Doggies fans at Accor Stadium, if they were doing the same thing at Accor Stadium, bro, we would kill it. It would take the experience to the next level. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't, like, especially with the passionate fan base that we've got, it wouldn't be hard to integrate some fan songs, you know, with the drums and just absolutely go bonkers. Like it would be so cool. Honestly, it was such an experience. It was really, really good. Saw the Fox crew, saw Neil Breen, Lara Pitt was there as well. I saw her. She's cool. Who else? Haven't bumped into Braith or anything yet, but you know, hopefully, hopefully I can bump into him soon. I'm gonna try and tell him, see if he'll come onto the podcast. Yeah, so it's been so much fun. Like I know that a lot of really diehard Doggies fans who watch the podcast weren't able to make it to Vegas. If the Dogs are playing overseas sometime next year, I guarantee you it'll be worth the trip. It'll be worth the trip. Like without a shadow of a doubt, it'll be worth every second and every dollar you spend because it is such an experience. Like the NRL, I gotta say, the NRL have done a great job in building it up here in Vegas. Rugby league is everywhere. The NRL is everywhere. And now, I'm not sure if you guys read the reports recently, but apparently Dana White has come out and he said, you know, he loves what the NRL is doing. He might be at the game on Saturday. I'll tell you, if he's at the game, look, I don't like Dana White. I think he's a bit of a grunk. But if he's at the game on Saturday, it will definitely lift the profile of rugby league quite considerably. And he said apparently, you know, he wouldn't mind sort of working TKO or whatever it is with the NRL. So, I mean, that would be, you know, for the NRL's sake, that would be insane. Might not be able to crack the NRL, the American, you know, the American sports scene that easily. But just the profile it would give the game would be insane. And honestly, I reckon Vegas, like, if they keep doing this, it will get bigger and better very, very quickly. Like they've gone all out, but if they keep going and they make more of a week of it than just a few days, and the fan fest gets bigger, like this event will get so big. And honestly, like if they take it to Miami and then to the Middle East and stuff, I can only see it getting like so much bigger. Um, I can only see it getting bigger. But yeah, look, yeah, you guys have any questions for me? Any questions about Vegas? Any questions about the team? Put them in the chat now, and I'll try and get to them because I want to jump off in about 7 minutes. It's going to be 1 a.m. and I think it's probably time for me to have a bit of a snooze because tomorrow's going to be a big day. So they've got so tomorrow we've got the Fan Fest happening, and then we've got Um, the Bulldogs after party at We Scream. We All Scream or something like that. I don't know, but they all have these dumb names. And then Saturday is going to be really big because we're going to meet right here, right next to my hotel. It's a thing called House of Blues, this little bar here. We're going to be meeting at, oh, hang on, I'll show you guys. So we're going to be meeting at House of Blues. The team's going to be here, all the admin, everyone's going to be here. So I'll get down here nice and early. And then we're going to walk to the stadium. So we go um, through here, up those stairs. You walk out, and then you cross. You cross the bridge. It's called the Hacienda Bridge, and you go. You walk there, and apparently there's going to be a marching band, and there's going to be all these things that that are happening on the day. So that's going to be pretty pumped. Like I'm pretty pumped for that. SHF Shifty has asked, do you find there's enough NRL related activities during the week? Not really. I reckon there's got to be more. And I'd like to see more access to not just the players, but I'd like to see the actual NRL themselves do more with like the larger NRL content creators. I know like Roasty's doing stuff with the Dragons. Roos sort of Rugby League Guru's out here on his own. I'm not sure if Denning came from the bloke is out here, but I'd love to see them brought in as well. Because what I realized from being here is that the fans love the content creators just as much. Like, you know, people were saying like, you know, we come here, we love watching our footy, and then we love watching the content creators talk about our footy afterwards. And honestly, up until now, it's not that I didn't take this seriously. I just didn't think, I was relevant anyway. But it turns out that even the smaller content creators are super relevant. And so, if they can integrate, if the NRL can work with the content creators to build more hype, that'd be great. I think also doing a lot more events throughout the week and making it a full week thing as opposed to just having 2 days of events would make it big. And they've got to they've got to amp it up a little bit. But I get that it takes time to get there, and I think they will get there. To be honest, I think the NRL knows that they're onto a hit. Everyone, all the big sports players here, like the NFL, UFC, everyone's saying the NRL is on the right track and they love the product. It's just about now showing people the product, which I think also there's got to be a way or a method where the NRL can educate people a little bit more about rugby league. We've got to get more of the big Aussie fans tuned in. The Aussie celebrities tuned in. Like, I know this sounds like a long shot, and excuse me, and would cost the NRL an absolute shitload of money, but I reckon they can make this money back really quickly. They should have a Super Bowl halftime ad for the rugby league, like a 30-second ad spot where they talk about rugby league, like the NRL in Vegas, at the during the NFL halftime show. I think that would dramatically lift the profile of rugby league in this country, in the US. I guarantee it. Like, if they were to have a 30-second NFL spot showing the hits, the acrobatics that our players can muster, the type of shit that we can do, like our players can do, not me. I can't do any of that. I guarantee it that it would be insane. Like, people would be really intrigued. And I think maybe it's $1 million or $2 million But honestly, it would be a very, very worthwhile investment because I think um, or like these are the types of things that make rugby league in this country go viral. What rugby league needs is it needs to go viral. And if you're reaching 150 million, 200 million or American fans, excuse me, who are fanatics anyway, who love the big hits, who love the drama, who love the athletics and the athleticism. I reckon it's the perfect opportunity for rugby league to blow this thing out of the park. I reckon if they did that, I'm not kidding. I reckon if they did that, they would sell out Allegiant Stadium in 2027 before Aussie fans could even think about coming here. That's what I reckon they should do. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you reckon that's a good idea? Because I think that that's the next frontier, is actually showing a large number of American fans what this sport can do and what this sport's about, in my opinion. Anything else, and I think like they're leaving support and up the doggies. I'm not a doggies fan. Um, they're leaving a lot of support on the table, in my opinion. As I said, it'd be very expensive, and then shooting the right type of ad and getting the right people talking about it, it would be insane. But you can get Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Chris Hemsworth. You can get all these guys to be part of the ad speaking about rugby league. These are notable. Even Margot Robbie, like apparently she's a doggies fan. Imagine having someone like Margot Robbie talking about rugby league. Um, that would be next level marketing for rugby league. Sammy Haas, how you doing, brother? I apologize if I think it's for people back in Sydney who are observing Ramadan today. I think it's time for their to break their fast. So I do apologize if I'm cutting into that iftar time. It is 1 a.m. Um, if you have made it all the way, we've been live for 32 minutes. I love you all. Please be sure to give us a thumbs up. Please be sure to subscribe. I think I might go to bed now, but I will come back live tomorrow night. Maybe I'll announce it on Instagram, or I'll put it up in the community here. So make sure you click the bell icon so you don't miss it. If you want to, because I'm going to go live tomorrow, and I'm also going to be live from the Fan Fest. So if you do want to see all that, please click the bell icon. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. We're on Instagram as well. We've got mad content going out there as well. Follow us. We're going to be live. We're going to be doing so many things. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope I've entertained you guys and I've provided at least some value around the discussions. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night around a similar time, maybe a little bit earlier, depends on how busy we are. If you are breaking your fast now, Ramadan Mubarak and happy iftar. If not, I hope you guys have a great evening. I look forward to speaking to you guys tomorrow. Oh, one more quick thing. While I have everybody here, on Sunday, there's a chance that we're going to be doing a live watch along with Zatar and Dibo. They're going to be doing a live watch along on Sunday. It's not confirmed yet. I'm just trying to organize everything from here while I'm in Vegas, and Zatar and Dibo are trying to organize things in Sydney. And if we are going to have a watch along, I promise what I'm going to do is I'll announce it to make sure that you guys know, so you guys aren't sort of just left in the lurch. But having said that, I love you guys. See you, Shifty. See you, James, Freelance Converse, Sammy, everyone that's here. Love you guys. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Have a good evening.